We're going to do the second pass on the feet. We've done the cleaning of the core already. We've done the key poses and breakdowns. Now we're doing the feet. Go to frame 10. We're going to flatten out the foot. The legs stretched out a little bit here. Don't worry about that. Let's go click on the toe. It's not the big circle, it's the smaller circle, I believe. I'm going to drop a key in 10 and 11. Go back to 10 and rotate that up. So it's going to flop. We get to our breakdown, it's nice. Get to our key pose, it's good. And then I'm going to now we're going to do the toe roll. I'm going to copy 23 to 28 and 29. Next, let's take that roll and roll it to the tip of the toe. That's why I call it the toe roll. Pull that leg back so it's pointed. The thigh is pointed straight down. Go to 29. Zero out your slider for your roll. Lift it up. Rotate it down 90 degrees and a little bit less. Let's get that thigh pointed down a little bit more forward because this should be the next motion. Give it a little bit more of a lift and a little bit more push in. Now it comes forward. And on 36, flatten it out, level it off, and sweep the ground. Excellent. Now the other foot. The other foot starts off with the toe roll. So take 7 to 12 and 13. Roll it. 13. Flatten out the roll. Oops. I rolled it, but I didn't pull it back. Give me a moment. So let's point it straight down. And then go to 13. Zero out your roll. Lift it. Point it down. A little bit less. I think that's far enough off the ground. Point it down. A little bit more forward. Check it. Watch the motion. Probably more forward. Excellent. Comes to 16. Good. 20. We're going to sweep the ground. And then flop. 3 frames in. That inner circle to get the toe. Drop a key, come back to 26. Lift it up. And it will flop. And now we got the second pass done on our feet. Working pretty good. Next, we're going to do the cleanup on our feet. Very similar to the walking ball, where you have to make sure all those lines look good. All the curves. So we're going to start off with the foot in front. Our X translation is flat. Our Z comes up, eases in. Nice. The Z is the big fix. Let's get rid of the key. This part is when the foot is touching the ground and leaves the ground. As if you're walking on a treadmill, it should move at one speed. Straight. Nice. And then it comes off and eases in, so everything else is looking good. You could straighten this out. Now, hopefully on frame 10, as you can see, the foot is flat on the ground, the leg is no longer straight because it's not easing into it, it's just going back, and so it gets there a little bit better. And by frame 12 to 13, it's close enough that the weight works. Alright, let's keep going down. Rotation, fine, fine, everything else should be flat. Get to your roll. When you get to this part, let's linearize this. If you don't have it, on that roll and watch the knee, it kind of goes forward, back, and then forward. Make it linear. Comes forward. There's a little bit in there still. So what I might want to do is possibly, let's lower it. Let's see if that helps. No. Let's lift it up. That looks better. There's a little bit less in there. If you really want to get it working, you may have to go frame by frame a little bit in here. You can see it kind of pulls back as it's coming forward, and then comes forward again. So I'm going to drop a key here. Pull it back a little bit. Then it comes forward. What I might want to do is, let's see, let's get rid of that guy. Is the distance. I'm going to pull it up a little bit so it doesn't go as far back. Nope, still. Push the roll a little bit more. So it's really kind of happening right here. I'm going to pull it back. That looks better. Now that knee is a little bit more fluid. Created a couple extra keys if you really want to really control it. Hopefully when I do it to the other leg, it's going to be fine. One thing I did not pay attention to is the distance. I'm going to make it go -7. And when I jump to the other foot on the way back, I want this to also be -7. And so when you get to the other foot, this is when you want a straight line from here all the way to here. We got to add in those extra frames. Go to 44. Drop a key. Make it linear. Delete these other keys. Select that top one, and you want it to ease in and then go straight. Break it so you have it straight. Then go to frame 39, drop a key, paste 39 to 7, and then you can make those straight. Now it's a perfectly straight line to there, but we need to get rid of 44 now. So everything lines back up. Straighten that one back out. And now we have one consistent rate. Cut off those extra 5 frames you added on. And then we'll continue down. Everything else should be fine. Except when you get to the roll. Let's make sure these are linear. And that knee comes forward, back a little bit, and then comes forward. And you can kind of see it. I think what I ended up doing was lifting that up a little bit more. And lifting up this one a little bit more too. Pull this back. Then it stays there. On frame 9, it kind of comes forward. I'm going to just pull it back a little bit. Feet going forward on that one. Excellent. A slight jitter in there, but it's subtle. Now this feels like too much, so I might just pull that foot back just a little bit there. There we go. Now the knee looks better. And that's the cleanup of the feet. It got a little messy with the knee. Often when I straighten it, everything's usually pretty good, but it needed a little bit more love this time. All right. The feet, second pass done, and the cleanup's done. Let's move to the arms.